BLAPCHAT. BLAPCHAT.
Booty loops.
Hello.
Booty loops. Booty loops. Booty loops.
Save that shit for Illmind podcast.
What's up? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yo.
This is BLAPCHAT.
We here, baby.
Episode 70.
71 or 70?
I think it's 70.
70.
We got past 69.
We got out of that 60.
Yo,
We almost at
Moving up.
100.
we're almost at
Moving up.
100.
We
you know
gotta
what I
plan
mean?
something nice for 100.
We're gonna do something nice. As you can see, this is episode 70.
Yeah.
We're feeling extra saucy today, so we
Yes.
got the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got
Everybody
the motherfucking-
shady.
Extra saucy
Shit
and
it out.
bossy.
We got the pieces up in the eyes and shit.
You know what I mean?
You know, indoors. Just how we do. BLAPCHAT episode 70.
Feeling ourselves
How you
today.
guys feeling?
But shout out to Illmind, great producer.
I just
Shout
I'm
out
just
to
gonna
Joe
keep
Budden
doing that.
though for shouting
Shout
out
you out.
BLAPCHAT.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
shout
to
out
Joe.
for the shout out.
Appreciate it.
Man, so much is happening, yo.
Crazy
First of
week.
all, appreciate you guys tuning in. This is BLAPCHAT. This is an all music
Right.
production podcast. I go by the name of Illmind. I'm a music producer. You know what I'm saying? I like wearing my glasses. This is the first time we're wearing glasses
We just
simultaneously.
all
Yeah.
happen to have it.
First, look
So-
at this.
Yeah.
I'm with my co-hosts here. I'll let them speak their piece.
Yo, what's good, man? Atlas the Plug.
Yeah.
You already know who it is.
You already know.
It's Atlas the Plug, one word. Check me
You
out.
already-
I'm pretty cool. That's what they
That's
say.
just pretty cool. That's
Pretty
that's
cool.
The
I'm a
rumor.
nice guy.
That's
I'm
the
a nice
rumor
guy.
out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not.
You sound like
You know what I mean?
Yo. What's up? My
shit.
name is G
Okay.
to the L to the A to the
Hey.
M.
Okay.
And, good lyrics and musical.
You already know.
Holla.
musical.
You already know.
Glam Leesley.
My favorite
G
artist.
Lizzle.
G Lizzle.
Something.
Lizzle.
Glam Gleazy.
mean?
I don't
Glam
know.
Glizzle.
AKA
Know what I
the
mean?
unicorn. AKA not a human. You know, look me up. Glam is here.
You already know.
Google it.
Yeah, hit the horn.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Okay.
Boxed water.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Put it
Cardboard.
in the box.
Trees.
Trees.
What up,
Save
perfection?
the trees.
What's up? It's your girl Perf.
Perf. Oh,
Perf.
shit.
Ooh, she cut it off for them. Just get perf.
Perf.
today.
Perf.
Perf. You know what I mean?
Perfection.
Perfection in here. You know.
I ain't saying nothing.
It's the crazy girl from the Bronx. Crazy
We got
Spanish girl.
Bronx.
With the schneer. With
We
the
got
crispy
Bronx.
schneer.
We have the Bay.
Yeah, we do.
We have Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, I'm going to say Brooklyn. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta show
I've
love
been
to
in
your
Brooklyn
Jersey.
for 10 years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Shout to Jersey. From Jersey. I'm from Newark, baby. I'm from Brick City,
Let 'em
baby.
know.
I'm from the hood, baby.
I like those shades
I used to fucking
Give me a
corned
Kanye
beef and
vibe.
rice, baby.
Ooh.
Corned beef and rice.
Spam. You ever fry spam?
Spam
and,
is
and put a
lit.
little sugar glaze on it?
Yo, let's have a good meal episode.
Spam and sugar with rice.
Spam is lit. But
I'm that
first of
guy.
all, I'm going to throw it out there. We're still looking if you want to ever cook for us, you know, little hors d'oeuvres here
We
and
should have
there.
a hood meal
Listen.
episode.
You know,
There's
we
any-
support small businesses.
We support small businesses. As you can see, we have a whole canvas to promote on this table.
Yeah, you could put food
right?
on here.
Nice
There's
platter.
plenty of room for platter,
Platter.
right?
Nice platter.
So or platters.
Plenty platter room.
So if you're watching or listening and you're a chef or you own a restaurant or you just want to cook for us,
Or if you have
we'll
any
buy
friends.
the food. I'll buy the groceries. You know what I'm saying? We'll buy the groceries. You want to cook? Bring them in. Set
Yeah.
the platter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, Busy
Good
Work
food.
Beats brought us pizza.
Yo.
Yes.
He brought us
Yeah.
like
Shout to Busy Works
Oreos.
He gets a shout out almost every episode
Hey, yo,
because
he's such
that's
a
what
good
he
dude.
because he did it right. You
And
know,
I
he
fuck
did what
with
he
his
supposed to
videos.
do.
I've been looking at some of his
Good tutorials.
So,
He has some good
Yeah.
tweets, man. I like
Good
I follow
tweets,
him on
good
Twitter.
tutorials.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah, he's always just so spiffy.
Yeah,
Very
busy.
spiffy,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yo, he came with the gifts. That was awesome. With the
Chocolate
the gifts,
milk.
man.
You got me
everything.
chocolate milk. I can't
Yeah,
never
man.
forget that.
He
So
was-
shout to all our supporters, shout to all our listeners, man. Make sure you
Yes.
subscribe to us if you're not already, bro. Like, you know, we're on iTunes.
already, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Where else we at? SoundCloud.
YouTube.
Where
I
we
just
at?
feel extra saucy with these glasses. Let me take these off. Oh, okay. Hello.
wow.
I'm normal
Sausalito.
now.
I'm back.
Hi.
I'm back.
Hello.
Sausalito.
I am now Illmind from New Jersey.
Now you're illest mind.
I am now
Still living in
my-
your mom's basement.
still living in mom's basement.
Yep.
Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So check it out.
Okay. Talk
Shout-
to him, L. Talk to him, L.
Shout to
I'll
all
say
our
fuck
motherfucking subscribers.
He worked.
Every time I do that, it's always just like old school, like uptown dude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Done. Shout to all the subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Shout to all my producers. You know what I'm saying? Listening to
Why you
us.
so fat?
I sound fat. I sound like fucking fat. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta start
Like,
breathing heavy and
I love
stuff.
macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean? In the breakfast for lunch and dinner. Nah, on a serious note though, so shout to all of our supporters, our subscribers. Follow us if you're not, and and if you are, man, we appreciate you guys. So much has happened, yo. A lot of music. I tweeted a couple weeks ago that like I had a feeling. I mean, I'm not like, I just kind of felt it, but like I felt like this year would end up being kind of like one of the best years in music, and it's kind of unfolding in real time. So what do we have? All right, first of all, we talked about Cardi B's album. Right. I love it. It's growing on me even more. I think it's a great album. Nicki Minaj, new singles. What do you guys think?
I like it. Yeah.
Hype. They're hype.
What was it? Was it the twins? What was it? The
Chun-Li.
I like
Chun-Li. Yeah.
I like Chun-Li.
I like Chun-Li too.
Yeah, Chun-Li's hard.
No, I think
they're hard. I think they work.
I'll be honest, man. I'm like a huge Nicki fan, and no disrespect to Cardi B, but like to me, Nicki can never do like no wrong. Yeah. Cardi B's album was good, but for me, I'm more like
you're a Nicki.
I am. I've always been that way. You guys know that. Like I haven't changed that from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But respect to Cardi. She's doing the thing. You know what I'm really excited about though, guys? First of all, that Beyonce performance at Coachella.
That's been the biggest.
Well,
oh my God.
Before we go there,
real quick, God.
This I want to shout out the producer of the new Nicki Minaj records.
Right.
Oh, please.
She just signed.
Who signed. I want to shout out his Instagram handle right now.
That's dope.
It is. I started following him. I haven't heard of him prior to this, but I think his Twitter. What's his Twitter handle? Do we know?
I don't even know his name.
It is. Well, anyway, I'm looking for it now. But he's a new producer. Yeah. And Nicki signed him to, I guess, her publishing or her label or whatever. And he ended up producing both singles.
Nice.
So big shout to him. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm looking for his Instagram. It starts with a J. And so anyway, he ended up just coming through. And I've been following him ever since that happened, his Instagram. And it's crazy to see how much growth he's got. And like Nicki just shouting him out on her Instagram, and then all of her followers following him, like, yo, those beats were so dope. Like, and now he's gaining a following. And like, I love watching that because he went from, he said it himself, he went from like being on Instagram and social and getting like 20-30 likes, and then literally overnight just like thousands of likes, thousands of followers.
J Reid.
There it is.
J.Reid.
Yep.
J
Let me see.
Yep.
Yeah, shout to J Reid, who produced those Nicki singles. And now, his life is turned upside down. It's completely changed. And I love that he's interacting with people too. Like I see him on his Instagram stories, like, yo, thank you for all the comments. I'm going to reply to every single one of you guys. Like, I feel like so blessed, and my life is just like changed overnight, and like he's working, so I know that that's the feeling that we all try to chase as music producers. Like, what's that one like moment where just everything changes for you? So shout to J Reid, man.
Good for him, man. Good for him. And Nicki, she puts out these projects and they do really well. So if he can get on that and just build up his own brand, responding to all his fans, that building his own brand, starting from here, just like the guest we have, we won't say who it is right now, who did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And that seems to be, and we talk about that all the time, right, guys? Like finding the producer, like, what do I need to do putting out music? Just work with artists, man. Find these freaking artists and just work. They're going to be nobody now, but in like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, they'll be popping.
Yeah. And Nicki didn't have to shout him out.
No,
J Reid, he's a brand new producer, first major placement from what I'm gathering, and she could have just like signed him and then just like kept it on the low, but she's showing him so much love, and like I just wish and hope that happens more often, especially if you're a new producer or an artist and you like collaborate with someone big. Like, show some love back, you know what I mean? Like,
did you guys hear the interview?
I didn't get to hear all of it.
Nicki's interview, the Zane Lowe. Some of it, like parts of it. What'd you think?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Because I felt like she got a little candid, and I think she probably felt like she needed to. Because of like, I mean, let's keep it real. I love Nicki, and I think she's great, and her engineer Juice is dope. I know him. He's dope. He does a lot of hard work. He's her main guy. But there's competition right now with Cardi, you know, in the sense of in the public eye, like the industry, everybody's showing Cardi love. And I think it's because, you know, Cardi really came from the bottom, like authentically, you know, she came from her messed up teeth and her crazy hair on Instagram to what she is now. So it's not like she, you know, put up a front. But, you know, obviously a lot of people feel like it's too overhyped, like she's too overhyped. But even in that sense, like people show her so much love that like she's a big artist. And there's not too many like big like top female artists right now, right? So that's why it was kind of easy for her to swoop in and take that top spot, like people say. So there is competition there, you know, and it's just interesting to see because Nicki mentioned her in the interview, you know, she was open and she addressed it and said she felt like, and part of me feels like she kind of needed to do that because you know, it has been so much back and forth. Like Nicki's mad, Cardi is like they throwing shots at each other, so it's so public. But then also, I feel like Nicki's probably like, damn, like y'all forgot about everything I've done. You know, so it's interesting to see where that's gonna go because I think, you know, ever since Cardi came out, it was always like, oh, is Nicki mad? Or, you know, they don't like each other. They throwing shots at each other, but no one really said much, right? And then we started hearing like, oh, she didn't want to do the video, la la la, whatever. But now it's like out there. It's out there. Now Nicki's like, no, Cardi, I didn't like how you did this and that. And although Cardi hasn't addressed it, it's just going to be interesting because things are still happening, right? Like Cardi just beat Beyonce's Billboard record. Like Beyonce's it's Billboard record.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
You know, so it's just, and she keeps like beating these records, like, you know, charting crazy. So it's like, it's not just like hype. It's like she's setting records. So it's like now it's, the competition is there. And I feel like I wonder where that's gonna go. Is it gonna go to a point where they're gonna be really publicly throwing shots at each other?
Yeah, you know what? I think Nicki is just like she's etched in the history books by now, and like her fan base is so
She has a loyal
deep
fan base.
and so loyal. Like
both of them, though,
she could
really.
just keep both of them. I mean, they're all just gonna coexist. At the end of the day, people are gonna get over it, and everyone's just gonna continue to coexist. You know what I mean? Like, and believe it or not, Nicki and Cardi are different artists. In my opinion, you know. So I think they're just gonna coexist.
And I think that's why people are like so judgy with Nicki Minaj, right? Because they're comparing her with Cardi. Like, oh, it took you so long to come out with this. Like, oh,
it's
you
so
have
different.
It's like,
it's so different. I mean, like people can also complain that like she didn't write any of the music. I actually saw something. I don't know if you saw a clip of Funk Flex actually giving her props, props, and was out also on the same, you know, comment saying how, you know, Cardi didn't write anything and how it was very simple, and if she couldn't beat her with that and all. Here's one thing: the main thing about it is everybody knows that like she's not writing it. Everybody knows that. This is not what we're listening. This is not where we're investing. Into Cardi. I think people are more invested in Cardi as a person than the actual artistry of it all. So it's like, yeah, we could call her an artist, but I'd rather even say like, I'd even say performer. I'd say entertainer.
Yeah, she's an entertainer.
She's a star.
Like,
she's a star.
She's
a star.
She wasn't,
because it's like with Nicki, it's like there's actually some real lyricism there. She actually writes it. It's like a thing. So it's like
musicianship.
I mean, really think about that though. Think about being like the Jordan, like in your lane, and nobody touched your shit, but then somebody is coming around, kind of maybe having elements of what you do, but like it's not what you do, and then you guys are different at the same time, and you may feel like you dig a little deeper, and everybody's just like, you know, hyping this shit up. It does make you feel like, well, hold on, hold on.
You know, on the flip side, like Cardi, you know, Cardi was on Breakfast Club recently saying that like she didn't ask for any of this. Like she's not out here trying to like be the best female rapper. Like she doesn't
that's what I'm saying.
She's just having a blast.
Exactly. That's what I think people have to take from her projects. People have to take that from her, period. I think that we invest into people and artists for different things. And you know, for Nicki, we like when Nicki makes music.
Exactly.
So there it is.
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of space and there's a lot of room in this industry.
It is.
Yeah. Everybody can make money. Everybody can move around.
I just think it's whack because it's just whack because as women, they always pin us against each other. We always got to be snotty with each other. We always got to look better than each other. I got to do better than you.
Do you guys think they'll do a record together? I know they already did one, but do you think they'll do
a real one?
Yeah, like a real one, like the two of them, like girl power, like type.
I don't think there's any real beef, and it's not going to take. It's like They know that
I think
there's
more.
an example here.
I think more needs to happen before that.
Yeah,
because I feel like
example.
Because I feel like Cardi hasn't publicly addressed it, but then Cardi has also been, and I'm not saying throwing shots or being shady, but I feel like people have been asking her or like judging her on not saying anything or just a back and forth, and Cardi's been throwing little hints like, you know, God is not going to stop, you know, what he made, la la la. So she's kind of, I think, you know, I don't want to say subliminally saying things, but I feel like that's her way of addressing it, right? Like, I'm staying positive. God put me here, and only God's going to take me out. So, you know, I think they need to talk more. I think people are going to have to see them publicly, maybe them bumping into each other, talking. Yeah. It's not just going to be like, hey, come over. Yeah, I think it needs to warm up a bit, right? They need to warm up to the idea, and then maybe eventually, like, yeah, we talked, we hung out, we this, we that.
And they're both New York female MCs.
Yeah, they're gonna do a track, and I'm gonna produce it.
There you go. Done. We just put it out there. It's happening.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy. See how easy that was?
Yeah, Nikki and
it's gonna take
Cardi.
them though. I mean, for like other girls to feel like, okay, you know,
but that's
cool.
the thing. Like I said, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like the females in the industry, like, you know, they're so pinned against each other, you know, in a high level. Yeah. Like, you know, for so long, people are like, there's space for True, there's space for everybody, but then people are pinning them against each other. Yeah. But why? You got Drake, you got Jay-Z. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I was gonna call them because people know how to coexist. They know how to like get the money. Girls is like it's already, we're already taught to really like it's slim. And like, there's only really one focal point. There's only really one girl at each time.
Yeah, but the fans determine this, though.
The fans determine it, but it's also like how many people are pushing these. How many A&Rs actually are pushing these fucking artists? How many people are like working on records with like actual artists? Nobody's doing the footwork with these people anymore, and they want you already ready. That's why, you know, people like you know, shit, Dreezy, Little Sims, fucking Banks, fucking. There's a lot of girls out there. You don't hear about them like that because they're like on their own wave, but they don't have that like machine. It's really, if girls had more machines.
But now, like, Nicki Minaj shouted out that chick from the Bronx, Malibu Mitch, on her interview, and now they had her on like Beats One, Ebro, and like things picking up like that. So it takes one, but that's the thing, is like it takes Nicki to be like, oh yeah, this girl and Malibu Mitch, like, she has like a good following on social. People, you know, listen to her, but I think now because of the shout out that Nicki, you know, did, obviously it's going to take it to another level. And you know, that's how the industry is, right? It's like you could be great, but if no one knows about you or you don't know nobody,
you just a tree that fell in the forest.
Exactly. You're just like a stone,
that's scary.
You know, in the grass. So, you know, but that's the thing, right? Is like, you have to have like a top female to be like, yeah, that's dope for everybody to listen to. I'm sure right now if Rihanna walked down the block and picked up a girl and was like, she's a model, everybody's gonna be like, oh my God.
No, but they're aware of their
amazing.
power. When you have that kind of influence and that power, you got to be selective.
Just saying with Drake. Like, Drake has that. Drake could be like, this is hot. And everybody, I swear, Drake can come out with a country album. He can come out with a country single. And
he got to get that little kid to yodel.
It will be people really trying to
quick shout out to Drake announcing the album June.
Scorpion.
So shout to Drake. That's June's gonna be a big month.
Kanye West.
Kanye.
He's back tweeting.
I want to briefly talk about these Kanye tweets.
Yes, I have to talk about that.
So really quickly, he just 30 minutes ago he just tweeted Pusha T May 25th. So we got a Push project or song, whatever, May 25th. Tiana Taylor, June 22nd.
Oh, nice.
And then he goes, Kanye West Cudi album called Kids See Ghost, which is a group, Kanye and Cudi, and that's dropping June 8th. And then Kanye West album June 1st, which is 7 songs.
I'm excited.
According to him. So Kanye's coming.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's the great thing about all of this? Is the fact that his fucking hands are producing these projects. You know, he has like heavy hands on the production on you know, fucking Pusha T and Tiana Taylor's. And Tiana Taylor's last album was amazing. Yeah. Her last album was
she's so talented.
Dope. Like, what was the name of it? It's like 5 or V or something like that. I forgot what it's.
I don't remember exactly.
I'm telling you, that was like a really good R&B album. Like, I was surprised because, you know, R&B is not where it used to be, or like there's just a void there. And that album was amazing. I was shocked. Like, that album made me a real big fan of her musically. So I'm interested to see what Kanye is gonna do with it. And I just fucking love Kanye. All right?
Kanye is a visionary.
Like, man. I've never been on a hate Kanye parade or he's crazy. He's just a fucking millionaire with 1,000 ideas, that's passionate and gets in his head sometimes, and he's human, and he's on such a huge platform and in the public eye that when he gets frustrated, everybody sees it. So now he's crazy.
Speaking of Ye, I want to talk about a couple of these tweets. This tweet is kind of wild. He goes, and quote, this is on Kanye's Twitter. Should I talk in his voice? No, I don't know how to do that. You have the best ideas.
That's so far.
It said, you have the best ideas. Other people's opinions are usually more distractive than informative. Follow your vision. Base your actions on love. Do things you love. And if you don't absolutely love something, stop doing it as soon as you can.
Yep.
What do you guys think of that?
That's
I mean, I relate to that.
That's
like when we talk about the fun thing, the
Yeah.
fun factor shit. It's like you got to enjoy doing.
That's
whatever it
literally
is you're
the
doing.
tweet of the year.
That's the tweet of the year.
He's been tweeting the ways that I've been feeling. So
That's
the
a
fact that he has
fact.
been tweeting, I'm like, I have been on this wave the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
fact.
glad that you let me know that.
Yeah, here's another
Thank you,
tweet from
Kanye.
him that was right after that. Don't follow crowds. Follow the innate feelings inside of you. Do what you feel, not what you think. Thoughts have been placed in our heads to make everyone assimilate. Follow what you feel. I mean, that's just truth. You know what I mean? Truth.
I'm about to retweet all these.
I literally went on a rampage yesterday because I'm like facts.
But you know what? That's interesting because like Glam was just saying how hearing them tweet was like how you were feeling, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of us feel the same way too on that. I mean, other tweets. So it's interesting at a guy at that level. How many followers he had? Like 10 million followers on Twitter. Super uber famous as he is, going through the same type of like emotional stuff. So when people think because you get fame or you get money or you get big, everything goes away and you're happy and you got a mansion and the white picket fence and all that, and it's like, yo, shit gets real. You know what I mean?
Shit gets real. I love this tweet. He goes, this is quote Kanye West, too much emphasis is put on originality. Feel free to take ideas and update them at your will. All great artists take and update.
Yep.
And for example, cars have 4 wheels, hoodies have hoods. It's amusing to me when someone says this is an original hoodie. Bro, it's a hoodie.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been invented before. It's a fucking hoodie.
Yeah.
You just put a different logo on it or whatever.
I wish I knew how to speak like Kanye because I want to see Kanye say this shit. That's true. We were just talking about that a couple episodes ago about originality and like why certain things stick to certain people's minds and why things go viral. And it was like part of this book I'm reading, but like you take stuff that's familiar and then you embrace them and flip them in your own way and make them into your own thing, like a hoodie.
Yeah,
That's a
what
perfect
was
example.
What was? Can you read that one again real quick?
The cars have wheels.
Yeah.
He goes, cars have 4 wheels, hoodies have hoods. It's amusing to me when someone says this is an original hoodie. Bro, it's a hoodie.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, like a hat is a hat. You can't reinvent
This is a custom
hat, but you could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People try to.
I mean, it's interesting. Even like looking, I think I even tweeted something like that. But like everybody sitting in this room right now, and right now there's like I don't know, maybe 10 of us in here, maybe a little more, like are capable of creating and thinking of something that nobody else has thought of before. And you ever like think you thought of something and then you Google it and you're like, fuck, that's already out, right?
Yeah.
We've done that a million times. But sometimes you get that one or two that's not.
Yeah.
So what I do is I like email it to myself. I have like a certain email subject line that I put, and so that way I always have all those thoughts there. But even like we say, this table, our shirt, our phone, the mics that we're talking on, our heads, like someone sat and had to think of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out there, like you can really just sit there and like try one day of just sitting there thinking of some new shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you just create it and make it happen. You're going to start small, but eventually it'll steamroll.
Exactly. I mean, all these tweets directly relate to you, especially if you're a producer. Like, taking something that's already been done and flipping it in your own way. Like, not overthinking, trying stuff. This is all shit that we talk about
all the time.
All the time. And like, Ye is just validating all this shit.
That's how I felt.
And one thing he said too was, when you first wake up, don't hop right on the phone to the internet or even speak to anyone for even up to an hour if possible. Just be still and enjoy your own imagination. It's better than any movie, and that's a fact. Because I find myself doing that all the time. Like I'll turn over and check my phone and see what time it is. You know.
Yeah.
turn off my alarm, turn it on, whatever, check my emails, check my texts, check my socials. Like it's,
that stuff directly affects your creativity.
There's a fucking addiction that us humans have in 2018 to social media and our mobile phones. That's really fucking with you mentally, emotionally, maybe physically, depending on how lazy you are.
Take time off.
Emotionally and mentally.
Yo, there are people, which comedian was it? I don't know if it was one of the comedians was saying how like the cell phone can literally like disengage you from reality. Like talking about like your wife's checked out 3 years ago because she's always on her phone. Like when they get home, it's so addicting. It's like it's bad. I really like that, waking up and not even looking at the phone for at least the first hour. That's great.
Don't look at it.
You started doing that, Glam?
I actually do. That's good. Actually, something I don't know if I do it for an hour, but I definitely, like, when I first wake up, I always make a habit not to do it.
Don't pick it up yet.
Cause it's just like social media and like you already seeing what other people are doing before you're actually on your way to do
social media can give you anxiety. It can give you depression. It can make you discouraged. It can make you discouraged.
Yep.
Definitely. It also motivates you. Don't get it twisted. But I think, a lot of people in social media live in this fantasy world, right? Like, and everybody does it. We'll post the good and not the bad. Sometimes you post the grind, right? Like that's your journey. But people tend to, promote what's best versus, what's worst. So, people that aren't going through the best times will feel away. They'll get unmotivated. They'll get anxiety. They'll get depressed. They'll get sad. They'll be like compare themselves to other people. And it sucks. And there's times where I literally have been wanting to delete social media off my phone. Oh man! But the frustrating part is it's part of our job.
It's so a part of
one
job.
And two. It's like that's how we stay connected.
That's how we stay connected. That's why I feel blessed because what we do is inspiring people. And it's not like our podcast isn't. I don't mean to fuck that. This is our podcast. This is about us. Like we're not here feeding people negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, yes, it's entertaining, but at the end of the day, I think our goal is always to allow for someone to at least take something away, like whether you feel empowered or inspired to go do something, inspired to put the phone down and get in the lab and put 10,000 hours in.
Fact.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of stuff I love about social media is the shit that gets you going in real life, as opposed to just wasting time on shit. And no knock on like other content, but that's why I love this podcast particularly, and just all the shit we do. You know what I mean? YouTube and all this stuff. Like, it's good. You know what I mean?
And I've gone through and filtered out my social media on all the negative accounts that you may follow, like all the gossipy accounts. Like, it's good to occasionally, like, definitely.
Shut the fuck Jerry.
You need one or two.
You need some fuck Jerry.
You need some
fuck Jerry.
No, but I definitely get my dose of, little tea and gossip.
Baller alert.
Shade room and shit or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, I'll go search for it when I want to look for it.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of times I'm not following it, so it's not just constantly, like, gossip, negative rumors, on my timeline, because that's all you're feeding into your minds. Because, like, come on, let's keep it real. Unless you're like super busy working or on something, we all have our phones out. That's why I even hate when people are like, "I didn't get your message." It's like, bruh.
It's like, come on, bruh.
Let's keep it real.
You saw my DM.
No service. Sometimes bad service.
But how long? But like the message still goes through, right? You're not gonna have bad service for 24 hours.
Man, I have bad phone luck. So sometimes
you do.
Yeah,
you do.
I do. I have bad phone luck.
But what I'm saying is just like that. Even Nicki Minaj, she mentioned that she got off social media for like 3 or 4 months just to get her inspiration back.
I had deactivated because I was on Facebook like OD, like probably like 3 years ago. I deactivated my Facebook account and I was strictly using Twitter and Instagram. And first of all, I love Twitter because on Twitter you talk your shit, you just say some shit. And like on Instagram, I was just starting my accounts. I only had, I was starting like a few hundred followers or whatever. And I deactivated my Facebook. Oh man, it was hard for like the first week, but once I just kind of forgot about it. It was just awesome, man. And I'll go back every once in a while, and go on there. I mean, the reason why I did it too is also because like Facebook has been around so long. Like I have people I went to like middle school with. It's cool. Like I don't need to see all the time. So when Instagram came out, it was cool because it was like, this is like my music industry account. You know what I'm saying? And then Twitter was like, all right, go on there and talk your shit on Twitter. So me separating from Facebook was
I'm kind of happy that I deleted my Facebook years
good
ago.
for you.
I mean, I have a like page now, but
good for you. Yeah,
like and it's no offense to anyone I used to go to school with or anything, but like I didn't keep too many relationships with people, you know, from back in the day. Like I kept the important relationships, right? Like the people I was super close to, but like a lot of people that you were casually friends with, like you don't talk to them now. So for me, it's like I'm not gonna keep Facebook up to see what Joanna from 3rd grade is doing now, and like I don't
4
even
kids
really,
in, you know, the twins pictures every
I forgot what
day.
class we were in. I even forgot what class we were in. So you know what I mean? Why am I even like?
There's no need.
Yeah,
get out of my life.
Yeah.
Joanne from 3rd grade.
Yeah, like I don't. But I do have a Facebook like page that I'm trying to like, you know.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day,
active,
Facebook, you guys know, is super powerful.
It is.
Facebook is super.
You gotta use it.
Just went through
If
some
you're using
shit.
it in the right way.
Like,
use it in the right
some
way.
privacy shit, Mark Zuckerberg.
And you know, Facebook, Instagram, you know,
They're
it's all the
integrated.
same. And then now, you know, like Avian, we're talking like with the website, and you can link everything. And it's crazy.
You got to use it to your
target.
advantage and put out good content. And
it's worked. It works.
Yeah,
but I think Instagram is one of the social media
it's the most interactive
platforms
it's more interactive.
The most interactive, the most addicting, and sometimes can be the most frustrating. Right?
Yeah.
You know when that happened? You know when that happened?
Everybody.
That happened, and that happened when they did the Insta stories and they took over that Snapchat. That was it.
I don't even use
because everyone was like, "Oh,
anymore.
Instagram, Snap." Now, ever since that happened, I haven't even used Snap.
I don't use Snap.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
That's a fact. But I like it better though, because for me, it was hard for me to merge my following from Instagram to Snap, right? Because a lot of people either don't use it, don't like it, whatever. So it's like, hey, follow me on Snap. So you're trying to like, you know, do a call to action to get people out of one app to another, when it's just so easier to stay in one.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know? It is. It's
well,
like,
listen, the moral of the story is use social media to your advantage and just, you know, create content that's valuable. I think everyone wants that. People want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
even me, I fucking archived a bunch of shit from my Instagram.
I'm also a huge fan of like artist content. Like if you're a fan of like an artist and you're that artist, like give your fans what they want, you know, like talk to them, interact with them, like show them what you're about. I fucks with that, you know? So anyway.
Oh, by the way, guys, I had a fan send me a pair of sneakers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Were they the Yeezys?
Yo, no, I wish. Actually, that sounds very mean.
right.
No, it was
grateful ass.
Yo, that started from that episode that we had, and I had put a tweet that was saying if you want to build someone, in my opinion, you got to like go to their events, befriend anyone on their team, bring a gift, stay quiet most of the time, ask questions, you know, stuff, smile, stuff like that. And what's his name? Israel something on Twitter. He hit me. And he said,
Israel who?
Israel, he's probably the same one from who probably hits all of us.
Because I feel like he bought a hoodie from me, so we got to do something nice
fan.
for him.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
Shout out to Israel. If it's the same Israel, he came to my Pass the Aux.
It is him.
Yeah.
It is. You know what? Let's shout him out. Let's shout him out right now.
Dude.
I'm gonna find it on Twitter.
Yeah, Israel's.
But he sent me the Jordan Why Not 01s.
Wow.
The black and white joints with the dude. Shit's a fire.
Amazing.
So,
Israel's such a good dude, man, and he's a hell of a rapper.
Yeah. So he said he had a joint with Knots.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He sent me the joint. I gotta listen to it. Yeah. Got him right now. His name. Big shout out to Rigamortis _IZZU. So it's at RIGAMORTIZ _IZZU.
Yep.
Israel Williams.
All right.
Shout to Israel, man.
Yeah, big shout out. So I appreciate that.
Where the kicks? You rocking them?
I'm not rocking them right now because it's rainy and stormy out,
True.
but I was waiting for that special occasion.
True.
Pause.
Well, that's a different Israel, but shout out to both of y'all.
All right, well, Israel's a good name.
Israel?
The other Israel,
you know
he follows us to BLAPCHAT, and he bought one of my hoodies.
Shout to
so
all
shout
our
out
followers,
to you.
man. Shout to followers that are buying the merch, buying Atlas kicks. Like, you know, you guys really are the shit, man, for real. And hopefully what we do, honestly, just to go off what we were just saying, hopefully what we are doing for you guys is really bringing you guys value and making you feel better about yourself. That's the whole point of this, is from the watching us on YouTube or listening to us on the podcast, like and Instagram, all the content.
Or going to the Past the Aux,
coming to Past the Aux,
or like the True Master Show,
all this stuff.
everything.
Yeah, hopefully all this stuff
Buying
is just
Lamb's
making,
album.
Hopefully all this stuff just makes you feel better and empowered. That's what we want. Speaking of empowerment.
And I just want to throw it out there real quick. If anybody wanted to get me a gift, I'm interested in getting those. I'm interested in getting those new Yeezy rap boots. The ones that he's designing, the ones that he just posted. I'm a 6.5 in boys.
Anything Air Max for me.
Air Max is for glam.
I'm just throwing it out there. You know, if anybody wants to be generous.
You guys heard. You know, I mean, and they need gifts. They deserve gifts. Me and Atlas don't.
Nah, they're gonna get swarmed right now with gifts. I already see it.
You gotta woo them.
I'm a size small.
Guys have to start wooing.
6.5 in boys, 8.5 in women.
Talk to him.
Just saying. I like pizza.
Talk to him, Perf.
Talk to him,
Perf.
I like Hennessy.
Henny, pizza. What else? Sneakers. You guys, listen, guys. You guys gotta start wooing them, okay?
You gotta woo.
Anyway, speaking of woo. We got Wu-Tang Clan in the building. We got
a twist in the episode.
Yeah, we got
high energy.
We got RZA. You know, sure.
High energy.
You know damn, y'all was really cool Queens. The whole time.
Staten Island. You know what I mean? We got a really, really awesome guest today, man. We have a producer who's taking the time to be our guest today, man. Shout out to my man Koncept P.
Oi.
Man, it's funny. We're gonna talk about this on air too.
Oh,
What's
man.
up, Koncept? We're gonna talk about this on air too. We had met, last year, random meet and greet, and that was an amazing experience. And fast forward, he's made some hits. Tekashi 6ix9ine, bunch of other stuff. I want to lay the whole groundwork down. From the online beat hustle to linking up with 6ix9ine and doing those joints. Breaking through with him, and then all the other stuff he's working on, and I love these kinds of interviews because we as music producers, we all hope and dream, especially when we start, we all hope and dream for that one like moment, like Jay Reed, like with Nicki, that moment that just changes your life. Because if you keep pushing, that moment will happen, and when it happens, it's really just interesting to see how your life can change, what you can do differently, what's working for you. And so I like to really dissect what he did and what you do to kind of get to that like milestone point. And I know Koncept P's hustle has probably been, just super consistent to lead up to this. So,
and the coolest thing is we've seen it the before and kind of like after. And
all right, we're here with the man himself, Koncept P. One more round of applause.
Hey,
joining us today.
Yo, what's up?
What does the P stand for?
My name, Paul.
Hey, there you go. I like that. Well, welcome, Paul. Koncept P, man. It's good to have you on the show.
No, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. And like I said, earlier, this is a special time. I'm sure it's a special time for you, but and even One Mind. Even past we Unforgettable. It's like when you reach that point in your career where like all the hard work kind of leads up to this one point, and then you start to see things change. Can we get a little gain on the mic, actually? Just volume. You start to see things change and people around you change and stuff. So what was, we're going to backtrack after this, but after, producing those songs with Tekashi, what, like, was it, how did it feel after that? Did life change immediately? Like, did you have different people hitting you up after that? Like, what was that like?
Yeah, definitely right off the jump, things started changing, Yeah. Because one thing about 6ix9ine is everything he does like just goes viral, Yeah. So as soon as Kooda dropped, so many people hitting me up, my Instagram's going crazy, family members calling, oh my God, I saw the video. So much controversy too. Yeah. So I was getting a lot of like mixed responses.
Of course.
So no, but yeah, after that, after like the main song came out, gradually it started, managers started hitting me up, labels, had to get myself like a legit lawyer.
Yep.
Started getting more real. So definitely ever since then, I'm still in the process of course, getting everything ready.
Are you still
but
dealing with mixed responses?
No, not as much. Like right off the jump when he started like really popping off, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. On the beats or just like
just like
situation
like working with him.
Yeah. It's crazy because there's so much controversy around him and people have so many heavy opinions. What's it like, knowing him now and like being, partially responsible for really just kind of, I guess in a way like blowing each other up. Pause. You know what I mean? Like with your career. that was a big pause. You know I had to do that quick. But like
curating the sound,
curating each other's sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it happening so fast. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of that energy that's brought to him is also kind of like leaking on you as well. So how are you managing to deal with that? And is that becoming like a positive or a negative thing at all?
Definitely a positive thing. Yeah. You know, like I said, so like he's opened so many doors for me that, you know, you can't just not like show love for him, you know? Yeah. But he's kind of different when he's like on social media. In terms of, you know, the way he acts. Right. You know, in person he's like way more like chill. You know, you can actually have like a conversation with him. He's not like the guy always screaming. Yeah. And, you know. Yeah. But you know, a lot of people just don't see that. Yeah. So they just see what they see on the internet.
Yeah, they assume that he's always
like,
turned up.
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of like what we were saying earlier in regards to like social media. You know, people see what they want to see and interpret it how they want to interpret it. You know, so with him,
people choose what they want other people to see. Yeah. So
exactly.
How did you connect with him? Yeah, like, how did that start? How did that
was
happen?
A crazy story. Yeah. So as you guys know, I was in Brooklyn.
Yep.
That's like right after I met with you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
So wait,
like
let's backtrack.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I would say when we met, did you know him when we had the meet and greet or
nothing,
no?
Yeah,
nothing.
You did it.
So this was like July, I think, of last year, and this was when we first started the YouTube channel.
Yep.
And we did a random meet and greet in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It was like I tweeted it, and then I think like 5 or 6 of you guys showed up, just random producers, and we just chilled. We just talked or whatever, filmed it, and you popped up and you showed up, and we got to chop it up a little bit. And so that was June or July of last year, I believe, right? So let's do the timeline. So from there, when and where did you meet 6ix9ine? How'd that go?
Well, it was crazy because so I was in Brooklyn. I was living there, or here. Yeah. But I'm on Instagram one morning, and I'm just on the Explore page, and I had been keeping up with him, and I click on a video, and he's just doing a song in the studio, and I was just like, yo, am I tripping? Like, this is my beat. Like, I know for a fact this is my beat.
Yeah.
So, you know, instantly I was like trying to figure out like what to do. I didn't really know like how to reach out to him or anything. But then like that same night, his manager emails me, yo, my name's Chris. I'm Tekashi 6ix9ine's manager. We want this beat, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, if we're ever in your city, let us know. And like we'll link up. And I was like, I'm in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, word, we have the Kooda video shoot like next week. Like, come with us and you can meet. Yep. And then that's kind of how it started. Ever since then, we had studio sessions. He's been to Houston and we've linked up, and the rest is history.
Back and forth. Mm-hmm. That's amazing because other people might have their own version of the story where and you see it happen sometimes where you get your beat jacked and like the rapper just like completely disrespects like the whole process. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'm using it. Like, nah, you can't come to my shoot, or nah, I don't want to meet you. And I think that's amazing that 6ix9ine and his management was like, yo, we got this beat, we love it, this is a great song. Let's get this producer, just invite him to the shoot.
How did
you
he
guys got the link,
Sorry.
you know what I mean?
Sorry.
So I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
do you know how he actually got the beat though?
Bro, that's even crazier.
Like, is there like
he wasn't even the one who found it. It was his boy Drew. So his boy Drew was on a plane and he was just looking up type beats on YouTube, and he searched up like I think it was Ludfo type beat, and I literally had posted the beat that day. So the way he searched it was the least amount of views at the top. You know how you can filter it?
Right.
And my video was like the first one, and he clicked on it and sent it.
Which is smart, because if you download something that so many people have been already getting, you're recycling something that is already super out there.
See, this is an anomaly, man. Because like,
the shit on
crazy.
type beats.
Yeah.
Now this is a different way of that.
Yeah, like the whole type beat argument and everything, and the YouTube hustle, obviously working for some people really well. And you're right. It's like you get the most popular hits are on top, but then it's the lesser known ones that you want to kind of target, right? And that was smart that he did that.
Did you hashtag what he had hashtag? Did you actually put that in your, like, you know, you could put the hashtags in your description? Did you do that? That's why it came up on his.
Nah, it was just, I mean, I put tags on my videos, but none of them said like 6ix9ine or anything like that.
No. Okay, no, the other, you said
Lidfo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, so it worked. Okay,
yeah.
good. That's awesome.
Yeah, for
See,
sure.
that's the most interesting part to me is just like you're randomly on Instagram and you're like, is that my beat? And
that's crazy.
And you listen to it mad times like, yo, that is my shit. I know my shit when I hear my shit.
I watched that video so many times that day. I like didn't even go to class. I was just like on my phone all day, just like replying to people, and it was crazy. Cause I knew that moment was like, damn, like I finally like I got my first like big placement.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And he's in Brooklyn, and you're right here. It made perfect sense.
Yeah.
It just lined
like,
up.
They've showed like nothing but love for me, like
Amazing.
since the jump. They took me out to dinner, like, you know, all that stuff, studio sessions.
I
So
love
you
it.
guys in the pool and all that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Have you been
We're
together
chilling.
recently working?
Yeah. Every time he goes to Houston, like as soon as he lands, he calls like, yo, what are
Okay,
you
so
doing?
Kooda comes out, but like, how did Rondo happen? Because like Kooda was first, right?
Yeah.
So how did the Rondo record happen?
So Rondo happened because it was winter break for me. So I was in Houston, and I saw that he goes to Houston to get a new chain from Jimmy Boy. And I keep hitting him up, like no response. I hit his manager, like no response, blah blah blah. So I was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like kind of some type of way, but then I saw that he was going to a club, and I was like, yo, I gotta go, you know. And at the time, like when I met with y'all, like you remember I had long hair, I had a man bun, and everything.
Yep.
So I cut it, and like I was in the suit. I went to the club, blah blah blah, and we're outside. My buddy couldn't get in. I thought everyone was already inside. My buddy couldn't get in because he had like Nikes on or something.
Right.
And we were like at the gate, like, damn, bro, like, what are we about to do? And then as that happened, he pulls up, and I'm like, yo, 6. Like, he doesn't recognize me, keeps walking. It's like, bro, it's Koncept. He looks, he's like, yo, what's up, bro? Dabs me up, like, invites me to his section, like, we, like, all night, turn up, whatever. And then he tells me, like, yo, bro, like, I got a new number, like, hit me up, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I went to the hotel with my boy Fabo that next day to, like, so he could chop him up. And he was like, yo, you have your laptop? I was like, yeah. And I literally made like Rondo on a little iHome like, speaker.
That's
Fire.
crazy.
Yeah, fire.
Those be working though, man.
This is the inside. This is the type of inside shit that just people don't see. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
They just make up their own story, put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
So let's lead up to the YouTube hustle and like all that stuff. So prior to 6ix9ine, how consistently were you like uploading music on the internet and like trying to do the beat hustle thing?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Like
I
paint
was
a picture.
uploading,
Like how many beats per
like,
day?
I was uploading probably like 4 to 5 beats a week. Like
crazy.
On my website, on YouTube, like, you know, working on like the thumbnails, the tags, like keeping up with all my video, like analytics, like everything, SoundCloud.
Would it be something where you would like finish a beat and then post it? Or is it like ideas you were working on, and then once you felt comfortable that it was done, you posted it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And it was a matter of like, you know, for one beat, I would make like a non-tagged version, a tagged version, an MP3, a wave, like, you know, cover for the beat with a different thumbnail for the YouTube video for the same beat, you know. So it's kind of like I would just make all my stuff on like PowerPoint.
This is a weird question, but what thumbnails would you use for your pictures?
Yeah.
Literally just like a picture of like an artist, and I would just like crop them out and then put like a color background.
Yeah.
Something
Do
like
you
that.
Something real bright.
Do you guys feel like that matters, like the type of
100%.
artwork, right?
100%.
I've had I had meetings with some of the people at YouTube, and they were schooling me on like the whole YouTube etiquette and stuff, and all those bright pictures, like that's like a game breaker for you. You know what I mean? So that shit's important. So all right, before all that stuff, like around what year did you start like putting beats up like on the internet and stuff like that? Like, how many years were you like hustling and doing that?
I started producing like my junior year of high school, and then I didn't start uploading until maybe like my sophomore year of college, so like 2 years ago.
Couple years ago.
Yeah.
Were you selling beats? Like, were you making like income? Like, how was that hustle like?
Like at first I was just putting them on SoundCloud just so my friends can listen to them and stuff. But then my boy Moby, he started telling me about BeatStars. He was like, yo, you should check this out. Like, you can start making some money. So I tried it out, and then I kind of stuck with it. So
wow,
that's kind of how it started. And then, you know, eventually it got to the point where now that everything with 6ix9ine is going on and all these artists are hitting me up, I don't even want to sell exclusives through my site, you know?
Yeah.
So like I raised my lease prices up.
Yep.
I don't do free tag downloads anymore. So it's like still available, but you know, I'm not gonna be, you know, just handing them out.
Yeah, exactly. Because the value of your tracks has increased dramatically now. Right. So now you know, you don't have to really kind of you don't have to push that kind of hustle anymore.
Right.
We talk about that on this podcast a lot, and there's a lot of heavy opinions on you know, type beats and all this stuff. And it's crazy because I think all this shit is like one big science experiment that we're kind of experiencing right now, where it's like you have people that are on BeatStars, they're on YouTube, they're hustling beats. Some of them are making, you know, $100 a month. Some are making 10 racks a month. You know, some people are making 6 figures. And, you know, there's a small handful of these guys that are kind of like breaking through, right? And getting like that one big placement. Like Taz is a great example. Yep. Speaking of Taz, like he was like crazy doing internet money shit, making bread, like really dominating that lane. And now he's kind of transitioned right into, you know, I hate the word, but like industry producer, like I get placements now. Yeah, got the publishing deal.
His own label.
You know, like I'm not doing the leasing and all that stuff anymore. You got the label and shit. And I think that's so amazing to watch. What's your opinion on that? You know, to the advice to upcoming producers that are like hustling right now on BeatStars or on YouTube and stuff. What's your advice in terms of, you know, if and when they reach that milestone? Do they still stick with that, or do you think they should really just like start focusing on like, all right, well, I'm in the industry now, let me get placements, let me get my money this way, and not really like pay attention to that anymore?
Well, I mean, for me personally, like I think that once, like the way I viewed it was, I'm gonna try to get as many people to listen to my beats as possible, like no matter like if I'm getting paid or if, you know, like I didn't care, like I'm gonna put it on YouTube, just like share all the links, whatever. And then once I got the placement, it's like, all right, well, maybe now I shouldn't make it like, I guess what I'm trying to say is the easier it is for people to get like your content, like the less value it has. Like, I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I mean?
I agree with that.
So like, because you know, you don't want to be giving out beats to like these 14-year-olds that like, you know, maybe they're getting their money from like their mom or something, and have the same beat be like, you know, on like a huge artist, because then it's like anybody can get your beat. Like it's not special.
You want to have some type of exclusivity.
It's not special. Exactly. And I think that's kind of the line that is kind of drawn, right? And I think that's again part of this big social experiment with music production. It's like we're in this era where access is so easy, and we can make bread like just with you know, just inflating our beats, just having beats everywhere, as opposed to, yo, like my shit is special. Like if you want to rap on my shit, if you want a Koncept P beat, like you gotta, you know what I mean? Not only do you need to be able to afford it, but it's a special occasion. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference, but like not all producers have that mentality, you know?
No, for sure. And I'm not saying like, you know, once you get your placement, like, you don't show love to the internet. Like I'll always like, you know, show love to the internet producer community.
Yeah, of course.
It's just maybe, you know, once you start becoming an industry producer, maybe don't post all your beats online. Post like a couple, and then keep like your most fire ones for like, you know, to send out in packs or whatever.
That's what I was gonna ask you. When do
have
you
a
think,
healthy balance?
When do you think you'll get to the point where you like completely stop putting your stuff online like that?
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Like maybe once I sign like a publishing deal, maybe the label's like, nah. You know, I don't know. Like, it depends.
It's all happening in real time.
What's your like work schedule like? Do you like to make beats in the morning? Do you make them at night? Do you make them like? What's your schedule?
Most of the time it's at night, because during the day I'm in class. So,
how many years you got left?
I got a month left.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
Nice.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
It's fire. Hey. Graduation time.
Facts.
Big
real
time.
For real.
When's graduation?
May 20th.
Okay.
So after you graduate, I mean, you're just gonna be doing this full time.
Yeah.
You moving back to New York, to Brooklyn?
I'm going back to Houston for a bit, and just to see, what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
L.A., New York, Atlanta. Got options. New Orleans.
Sure.
I was just in New Orleans. That was amazing.
How was it?
That's a fucking amazing city. Amazing city. I love everything about New Orleans. the crawfish,
I want to say the food.
the prawns,
How was the food?
pralines. I said prawns.
The food there is
pralines, food, the weather, everything. Oh man, it's amazing. Fucking shout out to New Orleans,
you
man.
said that shit.
This is amazing.
Like a proud dad.
Oh
like,
God, I
man.
love it. I love it.
God.
What's the focus now? Like, in addition to working with 6ix9ine, are you a developing artist yet right now, or shopping around? What are you doing?
Yeah, right now I'm pretty much just trying to reach out to new artists or like upcoming artists, and just sending packs out. Seeing what sticks. I've been in contact with like a lot of managers, labels, just in terms of a lot of labels have been reaching out for publishing deals, so I've just kind of been chit chatting with them.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't sign an MDRC.
Yeah.
Just don't sign an MDRC.
Good to know.
Don't sign that song deal. Sorry, publishers. It's not gonna happen. No more song deals.
What is MDR? Minimum delivery required commitment.
Yeah,
Right?
Something
like that.
Fucking. AKA,
That's how they get you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Little ass rape contract.
Yo, you gonna do
It's not
Blap
gonna
Crap with
happen.
us, Concept?
I'm down.
Hey.
You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go into it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
So,
So before we get into that, shout out your socials and everything. I'm sure they might know.
Oh,
but
it's just Koncept with the K _P for everything.
Koncept P. You already know.
You already know.
Shout out to 6ix9ine. Congrats on all the success.
Thank you, man.
This is like just the beginning, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it's crazy.
It's gonna be a crazy year for you.
Yo, both
I
top
hope so.
100, right? Billboard
Yeah.
top 100.
Both hit Billboard.
Congratulations,
Kooda
man.
went gold.
Went gold.
Yep.
That was your first one too.
That was my first
Did you
one.
order your plaques?
Wow.
I've been trying to reach out to
It's
gotta go
hard
to-
to
you
order
got-
the plaques, but you
Gotta
gotta
go
get
to
it.
Gotta go to the website, right?
Jewelbox Platinum.
There
Oh,
you
where?
go.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
to jewelboxplatinum.com.
Lit.
But do you need the label to approve
Nah.
it?
Nah.
No.
Well,
Not with
basically,
that
what
one?
happens with plaques? I'll just quick rundown. So, like, there's 4 companies that are like RIAA approved companies that develop plaques, and you have to pay for all of them. And so the label will reach out to these stores, and they'll say, okay, we have like an approved design for a plaque. So if anyone orders, you have to use this particular design. But then they also have like custom ones that you can make. And then they have like standard ones, and they all like have different price points. So all you have to do is provide like an album credit on like a CD cover or whatever it is, or booklet, and then just tell them your info, and then they'll make it for you, and that's it. And it takes like like a couple weeks to deliver or whatever. So
And it ranges from like 300 to like a
like the
G,
standard
or
ones are like
$500.
$150.
Yeah, it's like cheaper. It depends what kind of
What
like.
kind?
Yeah, the
levels.
custom joints are like 500 and up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're Rihanna diamond fucking
Yeah,
this
that's
shit.
crazy.
You can't get that
Right.
one, But yeah, congrats, man.
Thank
It's
you,
a good
man. I
feeling.
appreciate it.
That's gonna be Concept's next one. It's gonna be like the one where it's like 100 of
Yeah.
fucking records all around.
Shit,
Right.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Damn.
just Concept piece face in the middle. Bam, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into Black for Crap.
yeah.
Do it.
Let's go. Too bad we're not going to be doing any of those because it's been trash lately.
Oh,
All right.
Damn.
It's unfortunate. No,
They're gonna
I'm
redeem
just
themselves.
speaking facts. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're doing Blap or Crap. This is our Blap or Crap segment. We're going to go on this website that we helped develop called beatthread.com.
Yep.
BEATTHREAD.com. It's a free website for producers. You sign up, create a profile, upload your tracks, kind of like SoundCloud. But then the cool thing is that you can, receive feedback, you can give feedback. There's like a rating system, and all of the highest rated popular tracks float to the top. So it's, kind of like SoundCloud and Reddit wrapped into one. So we're going to choose your beats at random on this website, beatthread.com, and we're going to play a 1-minute snippet. And if we like the track, we're going to give you a blap. If we don't, we're going to give you a crap, and then give you some constructive criticism. Or just shit on you. Doesn't matter.
We're nice people.
We're nice people. Atlas shits on people.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. But so listen, if you want to submit to this segment, just go to beatthread.com, sign up. Again, it's free. Upload your beat and make sure you hashtag BLAP or crap when you upload it. BLAPORCRAP. You guys ready?
Do it.
All right, let's do this. Hold on.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, here we go. Our first submission is by Daycoven Productions.
Daycoven?
Daycoven.
Dick oven?
No.
I'm dead. Wow.
Oh, man.
Dick oven?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Let's go.
Well, what is that?
I feel like I'm inside a wormhole. Like on a like a planet.
Right. I feel you.
There's like machines everywhere.
I can envision that.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
For sure.
I think of like volcanoes.
Volcanoes. Yeah. Like with the blue flames and shit. Like weird like otherworldly volcano.
Lava.
I just see lava coming down the walls.
It's like a National Geographic.
National Geographic type shit. Shout to Daycoven Productions.
I'm gonna start that off, man.
Start that off, dude. Go ahead. I'm
gonna crap that.
Okay. Crap.
The way Illmind said it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crap that. It sounded like intense, a lot going on, but it was very low. It was like intensely low.
Yeah.
Some of the elements I couldn't really hear because it was a little too low. You gotta like boost the volume of like all of your sounds, and the mix was a little muddy.
Yeah.
I can see the direction. I can kind of see a direction. I think maybe he could clean up the drums, clean up the mix, speed up the tempo a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't a terrible beat, but it's a crap. Yeah. And I think maybe, if you boost all of the sounds, then he might be able to take certain elements out that aren't needed.
Yeah. I'm going to crap it too, but you know what? I can hear this in a video game.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like in a menu screen where I'm choosing my robot and shit. Like
I feel like
wait.
like zombies.
Yeah, like I'm choosing my shit right now.
Some thugged out zombies.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm choosing my character.
But I would say he has to take that second tag off.
Yeah,
there's a sound in there I was really not liking.
What
it was like a stomp sound. It's like every single I just didn't like. I don't like the placement.
It was like robot feet.
Yeah, it's like a stomp. It was like a stomp I didn't like. It was crap.
All right, that is the plug. What's up?
Oh, dude, that's how I would highlight it, drag it to the lower bottom side, and just put it in the recycle bin. Man.
And then just sit there and stare at something.
That was trash.
I mean, it was cool, but we're not trying to be cool. We're trying to be great. Yeah. So if we're trying to be great, then that's not the one. But you just got to keep punching the bag, man.
Keep punching the bag.
Keep working. Keep getting it in. You know what I'm saying? The next one I might love. So,
Koncept P, what you think?
I'm gonna go ahead and crap that as well. Yep. But I mean, for me, it was probably just the repetitiveness of it.
Yeah.
There's no I think enough layering involved. I mean, there was a lot of layers. It was just all the layers at once for the whole time.
Yeah.
So maybe just mix it up a little bit. Yeah. And the mix was also pretty muddy as well. So
yeah, a little doo doo mix. It was a little boring. You know what I mean? But you might be able to license it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the video game shit. So, all right, next submission is Soto So Dope.
Soto So Dope.
All right, Soto.
Yo, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna blap that.
Hey,
I'm gonna blap that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blap
Our
that.
first
That shit was
black
hard.
Alice,
That shit was hard. Yo, I was the whole time I was like spitting in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like
spitting in the middle.
That's funny.
I was like,
Spitting in the
That's
middle.
mad
oh
Lyrical
shit.
miracle, y'all. Man.
Yeah, spiritual lyrical
Gentrification. Wait, what was that line I had earlier that we were saying?
Spiritual lyrical.
No, with the gentrification line. It was
with the because I had the water.
Gentrification.
Oh, in every nation.
No open. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll listen. We'll do it in the studio tomorrow.
All right, we got our first
Yo,
black.
I thought that was a blap. I liked it. I liked the arrangement of the track. I liked the sounds, the textures in there. I knew what the chorus was. I knew what the verses was. Like, I was vibing. I feel like a singer can sing or like a rapper can jump on that. So I'm gonna blab that.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna crap it.
He said, "Wow, okay."
No, but
I'm gonna.
But that was close for me. That was close. You know, I blap. My threshold of blapping is just like, you know.
I mean, you're the blap god. So,
yeah,
so it's got to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna crap it. But like, dude, that was like so close for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that can turn into a good song. I agree with everything you said. Yeah. It just wasn't a blap for me, but that was close.
Yeah, I'm gonna crap that.
You don't get the sad trombone.
Yeah, I'm gonna crap that. I mean, I agree with you, Atlas. You know, I can tell where the hook was with a verse, and I think it was dope. I can hear someone on it, but for me, the mix was terrible. It wasn't good. It was. I feel like if you play with the idea a little bit and get it mixed properly, then you know, it might be cool. But for me, the mix was a killer. I love the idea, you know, like you said, the arrangement, but the mix to me wasn't there at all.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blap that. I thought that shit was fire, bro.
Let's go.
That shit was fire.
There you go.
I do think the mix was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was, but I was like, looking at Lorenzo here. I was sending it to him. To fucking
and that's
get
the
that
only
shit capped.
thing. That's the main reason why I crapped it, because I was like, dope, but damn.
Yeah, it was just distorting all over the place.
Super distorted.
It was. Yeah. It was like a diamond in the rough, though.
Yeah, for sure.
What I mean?
What did you like about it?
Yeah.
I liked like the groove. It just felt good. You know,
Yeah.
drums were knocking.
He had a the picture of the actual beat. It was a picture of J. Cole.
Oh, bro, I literally thought I was like, bro, this is J. Cole.
Speaking of Cole, shout to Cole. KOD drops. It dropped already. If you're listening to this, so shout to Cole on the album.
I'm
Glenn,
excited.
what you think? I'm so excited.
I'm gonna blap it.
Hey, making me.
Yeah, it was distorted.
Dick, I'm changing my mind. I'm blapping it too.
Hey, 4
Fuck that. That shit is still trash. That wasn't trash.
The reason
It wasn't
that I
trash.
blapped it though was, I mean, like, yeah, like I know on the tail end, you guys said it was like distorting and stuff like that. As a person who doesn't mix very well, sometimes it's just like you want somebody to just like listen to the beat. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I gave it. You know, obviously, if sonically, technically, you're not supposed to, but I say that it would make the exception today. So
That's true.
You definitely do
not
something
bad.
with that.
Not bad. 3 out of 3 blaps, 2 craps. You know what I'm saying?
You could do something with that.
Perfection. It's all good.
Definitely do
Man,
something
it is
with
what
that.
it is, yo. We
It's
right
just
here.
me and you.
Virgo
know what I mean?
gang.
Virgo gang.
I'm a Virgo too, yo.
Nah, you out.
But you
Nah, fuck
You
that.
excluded
I'm the real
here.
Virgo.
You
Fuck you
excluded
guys.
today.
You know what I'm saying? All right, our last submission for today is by Beverly Trills. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
oh god.
Okay.
Beverly Trills. Let's go. Got that long ass decay on that crash, bro. I kind of like it though.
It's on a vibe.
This is a vibe. This is a vibe.
Okay.
Shouldn't have changed it up to me, in my opinion. But
I kind of fuck with that, though.
Do you?
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I like it.
right, Beverly Trills with the Submish Atlas.
I'm crapping it.
I'm crapping it.
I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I knew. I'll be honest. Within the first 15 seconds, I wasn't. Is exactly how I felt when I heard that. Like the last whatever minute and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm crapping it. Cool track. It just didn't bump for me. It wasn't like got a little boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You when you hear it. So for that one, I'm crapping it.
All right. Go ahead. Own it. Blap it.
I'll blap it. Yeah, I'll blap it. I'll blap it. I like the beat. It grew on me. At first, I was just like, I don't know. But then, like, it had some things that kind of, like, saved it for me. That I was like, okay, I like that. So then, it had a vibe. So, yes.
It was a vibe.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and blap it, too.
Oh, shit.
There's a few things I didn't like, though. I didn't like the change-up. And
it was unexpected.
I wasn't a big fan of, like, the reverb on everything. You know what I mean? Like, the hi-hat and the snare. The snare had a reverb on it. Like, take the reverb. Reverb was kind of making it a little weak. So you want to just make sure them shits are fucking crispy, But take some of the reverb out. But other than that, the Rhodes got me. Like something about the melody. I feel like for a songwriter,
with the bass,
you could do some cool ass shit on this. I feel like you can do some cool shit. So I'm gonna blap it.
Shit was boring as shit.
I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying? This is for you, Atlas.
It was boring.
No.
Shit was pimping to sleep. I was like, all right.
Why you being a dickhead for?
Yo, my button game, my sound
it's
effect
crazy.
game.
Your button game.
I got one.
What is it called when you can use like both your hands to do
And these
shit?
haters want to say
Save
what?
that shit for Illmind podcast. Save that shit for Illmind podcast. But shout out to Illmind, great producer.
Thank you, Joe.
Facts.
Anyway,
So,
I gotta stop hitting that button. Anyway,
I like it though.
yeah, fuck
You
it.
made the button.
I was very indifferent about this beat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna blap it.
That's the first. We haven't had this many blaps.
I'm gonna blap. Yeah, I'm gonna blap it solely because it made me bop my head. I think it had good energy. It was a good vibe. Like even when you said his name, Beverly. What is Beverly Trills?
I was
like, hey, that name's really.
Yeah,
you know what?
But it made me think of like
or it could
LA.
be a her.
It made me think of like, Cali, like top down, cruising.
Yeah.
That's what I expected when I heard the
what
name.
if it's a girl?
I hope it's a
that's what I
girl.
said.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'll be
if you're
It
a
says
male,
Beverly Trills.
yeah, if you're a male,
That's not a
all
girl.
good. But like,
I don't know no dudes named Beverly.
I don't know.
me neither.
Females are just better.
Beverly sounds more of like a female name, but Trills could throw you off. It could go either way.
Trills.
Beverly.
But-
Okay.
But
No, listen.
yeah,
It's
I was
probably
saying
just
this-
a really cool
It could be some
Asian chick.
Hollywood shit. Okay, I get it now. Like Beverly could be some Hollywood type
you know.
shit. Okay.
Listen,
I get it.
women are.
But a guy's not
Ruling
gonna
the world.
name his
Women
call
are
himself
light years
Hillary.
ahead of men. Men
Yeah.
are. We're,
That's a
we're
fact.
trash.
you guys
dude.
are trash.
We're so trash.
We're terrible.
No,
That's a
think
fact.
about it.
We're the worst
we
human beings
stink.
ever.
We're dirty. We're just
Fucking-
Humans are stinky.
men. Just like we just
Men
go.
just be doing too much by not even doing too much, right?
we out here.
Crazy thing. Y'all be doing too much by
we out
not
here doing
doing
the most. Listen, man.
That's crazy.
We out here. All we do. All we're good
Gross.
for is fucking hunting and killing. You
Always
know what I mean?
hungry and shit.
Hungry, eating all the food and shit.
sure.
Snoring at night.
Leaving
like,
dirty dishes
man, we're
everywhere and
trash.
shit.
Men are trash. Women fucking run the world.
It's crazy.
Concept P was up.
I'm a blap it. I thought it was dope.
Hey.
I like the hi hats.
Dope.
The hi hats got me. I thought that was
It was
dope.
very vibey.
Yeah.
It was weird in the beginning. Like for me, I was kind of like, because it sounded dope, but then like the kick sounded super low, super small.
Yeah.
I feel like it was something about the drums in the beginning that they sounded kind of small. But then it transitioned towards the end. Everything sounded fuller. So I'm not sure what happened there. But I don't know. The switch up was kind of cool for me. I think maybe he could have introduced it before or after in certain parts to kind of, for it to not be such an abrupt change.
Yeah.
But it was something about it that was cool for me.
Yeah, it's
so.
cool. Yeah, cool beat.
Or she.
Or she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Or she. That's another name.
Yeah.
Right?
Or
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Or she.
Copyright that.
Or
There you go. Say no more.
Yeah.
Or she coming soon.
Well, shout out to you guys who submitted for this. And again, if you want to submit to this Blap and Crap segment and you're a producer, just go to beatthread.com, sign up, upload your track, and make sure you hashtag Blap or Crap, BLAPORCRAP when you upload, and hopefully we'll choose you on the next one or a future one. Shout out to all of our listeners, man. Concept P, thank you for joining us today.
Oh man, thank you guys for real.
So much fun.
Really,
so
really,
fun.
Really rooting for everything you're doing, and it's gonna be really fun to watch.
You're gonna be back. You're gonna be. I already know he's gonna be back.
Nah,
with
for
some
sure.
other shit.
For sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this again for sure. Clap it up one time for Koncept P.
Yeah.
Episode 70.
Appreciate it.
We're out. We're back next week, right?
Oh yeah.
We're back next week.
Oh yeah.
This is BLAPCHAT. Make sure y'all subscribe. Don't be shy.
Welcome
to
the BLAPCHAT.
BLAPCHAT.
Don't
Here
be
we
shy.
go. There you go. He's at Earl's back.
Tip your bartender.
Earl, listen, this is for you.
Welcome.
Finish him.
Don't be shy.
Episode 70, we're out. We'll see you next week.
Peace.